But I think for you specifically as well, Etienne, let's talk about that now. I think the reason probably is that you started training more specifically the last bit. So can you or not?
I can say no, because all my life I focused on long distance.
Yeah.
And my best success at Europeans was junior Europeans was in the long distance.
Yeah.
Was an individual bronze.
Yeah.
In the elimination race against with Ewan Fernandez, Oscar Di Cantes, Italian guy, and another guy I forgot.
Okay.
Was really good.
You didn't quite turn out like Ewan Fernandez did.
No.
A little bit different type now in senior.
No, but I was really good. And then I was a point, I think the first year senior, I was training for long distance, but it didn't work.
Didn't work in senior.
And
I think that's the step from junior to senior as well. Sometimes it's different for long distance guys.
Yes, but I don't know why. It was so weird. And all of a sudden, I for fun, I did the sprint races.
Yeah.
And I was way better in the sprint than in the long distance. And I didn't train for it. Yeah. So then I switched.
And you started training.
And then I tried to switch back from sprint to long distance. But it didn't work. But it's so weird because, man, let me tell you, I'm really old. So I have a lot of experience. and now I forgot what I wanted to say. There was a year I was really good on a bike. Yeah. I was so strong on the bike, but I couldn't put it on the skates.
Yeah, it's different.
And maybe because my technique is made for sprinting or something. I don't know.
Okay.
It's not efficient, but
slide in the DM of Etienne if you know, and tell him why he
Let
became
me know.
a sprinter.
Let me know.
He wants to know. So,
but I'm really happy now to be a sprinter because
it doesn't hurt as much.
Way more relaxed. And you don't have to race 500 if it's raining because the coach says, no, don't race, you can get injured. It's really good. It has a lot of perks.
Yeah. And okay, so for you, Simon, like you said when you were younger, you were skating everything. When was it that you realized, holy shit, I'm fast? Like, when was that?
The race I described before, maybe.
Holy shit, I'm fast. Ooh, that's a tough one because, like I said, when I was just starting to skate, I was really bad. So I really started from being the last guy who crossed the finish line to now being the first guy, but it took a long time. Like until maybe like Schüler, the classes. What is it now? Youth maybe. Then I started to get good on a national level. And then at some point I qualified for Europeans for sprint. Yeah. It was good, I think. I managed to get top 10 in the 300 and the 500. Yeah. But then, for example, we did the 200 meters on the road. Yeah. And remember Timo Kieslich still beating me on this race.
Good old Timo.
As a long distance skater, so it was like, shit, I still have a lot of work to do. Yeah, like the switch from national level to international level was really big. Yeah, yeah. And then I always got a little bit better. Every year, it's like, you can remove a 10th year in the 300 meter or whatever. Technique got better and better. Yeah. And I think at like my third Europeans was the first time I won. I was still junior in Italy. Was the first time I won a 300 meter gold.
Was that in Pollenza?
I think so, yes.
Do you remember who was on that podium?
Oh, yes, I remember. I think it was you. And I think also we raced really hard for the bronze on the 200 on the road.
Oh, shit,
With that little right-hand chicane where I suddenly started crossing to the right for no reason.
Yes. So just to let everybody know who's listening, that was the Italian Junior European Championships in 2011, I think. And you won the 300 meter time trial on the track, and Matthias Foste was second. He's also that generation, and somehow I squeezed into the podium as a long distance guy. I have no idea how. Like, since then, it's been a mystery. Everybody's telling me every other thing. Oh, do you remember that one time? And it's like, we can laugh at it because it was weird. But then on the road, they started canceling the races because the road circuit was too dangerous. But that was your first European title?
Yes, it was my first title.
Oh, really? That was the same year I had my first European title. Hey.
Oh, on the longest hits?
Oh, cool. Yeah, on the elimination.
Oh, nice.
The day after.
Yeah, that was my first title.
Yeah, okay, sweet. So then let's move a bit forward, because then, both of you started figuring out that you were faster. You found out when you were a junior, Simon and Etienne, you had to bounce a little bit around, long distance or sprinter, and figuring it out. But I remember as well we were on the team together later as well. And
yes, man, the Power Slide Junior team.
Yeah, so
Power Slide VI.
But you were Etienne.
Greetings to Ferre.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ferre.
Shout out to Ferre.
Oh yeah, about Ferre. Once when we're talking about it now,
Okay,
I remember when I wasn't like since I wasn't so good like all the time and was still very shy because I wasn't used to like skating with people from all over the world.
Yeah.
And then was really happy to manage to get into the Power Slide Junior team with you and Timo and so on. And Etienne was in the senior team.
Yeah.
And the first time I think it was in Gross-Gerau. And then Ferre saw me coming with the Power Slide stuff. He shouted something from back and I didn't understand him. Yeah. So I said, what? And the next thing he said, do you not understand English, motherfucker? Mother friend, I'm sorry, mother friend.
Yeah, so that's the welcome to the Power Slide team, and
that was nice to be welcomed as a junior.
I can totally understand what you're saying because I felt the exact same way. I remember, and I think it's not a bad thing. It's just at the time when you're there, like the Power Slide days and the Power Slide team was a really good team, but. At the same time, there was also this mentality like you're on the best team in the world, and we have this junior team. And the junior team, they were there, they had to carry the boxes, and you had to. And at the same time, we went on training camps, and you were skating with the best skaters in the world. How was that for you those years, Etienne?
Yeah, as an elderly speaking.
Yeah.
I want to say it's the way it should be. Like the younger.
Did you shout at the juniors as well? Like.
In the first year, not that much, but the more I grew older, then yes, I did. But that's the way it should be. The juniors should have respect for the senior athletes. So I think that's really cool. Yeah. And I remember my first year in the national team, for example, I had to carry everything, like bags and everything. I was but I think it's normal. But now it's not happening anymore.
Yeah. Did you have any traditions with the first years on the German national team? If you have your first time at the...
Not really.
I think the only thing we had that they really have to just carry the stuff for the seniors when you were a rookie.
But it stopped some year it stopped. They didn't do it anymore. And the worst, Matthias Schwierz. We had a training camp in Geisingen. Yeah. And they had donuts after lunch. Yeah. And someone said,
he's a sprinter, so.
Yes, and he was known as under the nickname the General. So and someone said, leave some donuts for Matthias because he was still training or something or still eating. And the juniors, they took all donuts. And Matthias was there. He was so angry. He was like, "What the fucking the juniors!"
Yeah.
So good, my friend. He was screaming.
I didn't want to piss off Matthias, I think.
Man. Funny story. I used to have so much respect for him. Yeah. I still have. Yeah. But then the first time I was in a room with him, I was like, man, he's so cool. He's so funny. Yeah, really. Yeah. He's a really cool guy. Yeah. I never knew it before because I was so intimidated by him because he was always there like, who are you?
I feel like that was the same process we had to go through a little bit, Simon, because I guess at the time, being juniors, being a little bit like shy or so, and at the same time you want to be there and make jokes and be funny and all these things. And on the training camps, you want to show that you're still strong as well. But it's that borderline between that you don't want to be that annoying junior who's like bumping somebody on the inside in training or like being all cocky or something. Yeah. And for sure you weren't. You were always very nice and easy. And I think maybe I was a little bit more cocky. I don't know at the time.
I think at least I was trying to be. But also, I think I was still very shy when I got into the team. Because, like you said, it's all the big names. And then, oh my God, the year before I watched Bart Swings destroy everyone in the elimination race in Gross-Gerau. And then the next year I'm sitting there in the tent with him. So I think it was just a little bit intimidating to come as a junior. Who was good as a junior, but still nowhere near the senior level.
But still, it's another step to the seniors.
It's a huge step.
But I think then, now I'm 24 and you're 23. And I think we're not old like Etienne yet, but...
But I think it will still take a lot of years until we're Etienne's age.
Yeah, he might just catch up with us. He's going down. Remember, he's going the other way. But what I mean is just that I started looking around the senior pack, and all of a sudden I think to myself like, who are all these kids? They're not senior, but all of a sudden like you are not the youngest anymore. And I think also with the guys you mentioned, like Etienne and Bart and all these guys, it's just people you've been around for years now. And now it's like, it's not like back in the junior days of Palace. Like it's the same that you said with Matthias Schwitz. I think it's not that you lose respect for them. It's just that you kind of fade into the role where you understand their situation, and then there's always new people coming.
Yes, and you grow as friends. I mean, it's the same with this guy now. I never knew. Ron is sitting in the room.
This is how Etienne, he's on the podcast. He's pointing at stuff.
Sorry. No, it's the same. I never seen him before. Yeah. And now we are really good friends.
Maybe you should introduce.
So we're sitting
here, but not talking.
Okay, sorry. Maybe you cut this.
Just bring over the microphone.
Okay, bring over the mic to Ron for a second.
Hello. So just real quick, Ron. It's not to exclude you from the podcast because you're younger.
Thank you.
Hey, you need to. It's just you're still sitting here, and you're one of the fastest new breeds of 100-meter skaters, more or less. Yeah.
Yeah, hope so.
No, I think you've already made it there. What do you think about these thoughts about being the younger or being the older? So do you feel that a little bit coming into the team now, training with, let's say, the old guys like Etienne, or like the one of the best in the world with Simon? And so how is that?
Yeah, it's cool to be a part of it, to train with them and get advice from them and learn from the old guys.
Yeah. So you feel like it's a new level that you can learn from their experience and also learn.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's your favorite races? You have the 100 meters.
Yeah, 100, 200, also 300. Yeah. 500 is almost too long.
And there's other skaters on the track and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I think here in the middle, just gonna return the microphone to the elderly and
give this back.
Yeah. So here in the middle, I would like to do like a real quick. It's like between the two of you, and you have to have the microphone a little bit in the middle, and then you can both answer.
Oh shit!
And I want
you
need
to cuddle.
Yeah, you need to be really close, and then when I'm gonna ask, you're gonna answer just really quick. Okay. You can just shout at the same time. I don't know. Are you ready? Okay. Who's the fastest?
Etienne.
Me.
And you can't say me because then I have no idea what you say.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
What do you mean fastest?
Yeah, that's why I say Etienne.
Okay, I say Etienne.
It's all skating related.
You have,
bedtime.
You have to determine it.
Then I'm the fastest.
You totally destroyed the point of it. You just you have to be quick. Okay. Are you ready?
So no, it's skating related.
Just the first thing that comes to your head, or what?
Simon, you can say Simon or Eti. Eti, you can say Eti or Simon. Okay.
It's always just Eti or Simon.
Yeah.
But
I get
all
it.
skating related. Okay.
Yes.
No? Yes.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
just go.
Okay.
Etienne or Simon.
We see where it goes. Who's the strongest?
Etienne.
Who's the best looking?
Etienne. Me. Simon.
Who eats the most?
Simon.
You eat the most, Simon?
Of course.
Okay, yeah.
Man, we had a team dinner.
Okay, bring it. Come on.
Okay, man. 2 days ago, we had a team dinner and we ordered too much stuff. Yeah. And everyone was like, what we do with the food, we can't leave it here. Simon sitting at the end of the table, he was like, sorry, it's a podcast. He was like, bring it to me. He was eating it.
And it was only like 2 pizzas left in total.
Only 2 pizzas.
Only 2 pizzas. That's nothing. That's a small dessert.
I had like a small portion of pasta and a pizza bread. And then we can't get the 2 pizzas go bad.
So then you had 2 pizzas as well.
Obviously ate it.
Yeah, okay. This is the nutritional secret of Simon Albrecht. Just finish off with 2 pizzas.
Eat a lot, train little.
Really good.
Okay, ready. Who sleeps the most?
Etienne.
Simon.
Fuck.
Who trains the most?
Etienne.
You train most?
Yes. I think.
You bike like 8 hours on the bike with your brother sometime. I
used to, but now no more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it got better with me too. Yeah. Like in the junior days, I think I really trained not that much. Okay. But since I got senior,
Yeah.
Back to your questions.
Who's the most nervous before a race?
Etienne.
Etienne.
Etienne. Who wins the most after parties at World Championships?
Etienne.
Simon.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, so I think that's about it, and I don't know how much truth there was to that. But,
I tried, man.
I
tried.
We got some answers. I don't know if they were true or not. So just returning a little bit to the training aspects of things as well. Like, how did the training progress for you guys through the years? Like, what was some of the things that you started doing better? So I know you've changed a lot in your training, Etienne, with biking and everything. But from you, Simon, as well, how did the training progress through the years? Was it more and more like skating, more and more? Did the weight program become more? Do you do plyos as well, or? And do you have a bike? Do you bike?
I have a bike.
You have a bike.
No, I think, like I said before,